Hello everyone, welcome to the Untitled channel. This is Amy Tong. Today, I have this fun and gorgeous recipe to share with you. It's a fun treat to make for Valentine's Day or for your next tea party. These beautiful buns are made with all natural ingredients with no artificial coloring. So follow me to the kitchen and I'll show you how to make these roast steamed buns. For the purple yam buns, we will need a quarter cup of warm milk. Make sure the milk temperature is around 105 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, sprinkle in 3/4 of a teaspoon of active dry yeast, along with 1 tablespoon of sugar. Give it a quick stir and let the mixture rest for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, add in 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Place a sieve over the bowl and add 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, along with 1 tablespoon of purple yam powder. The purple yam powder gives these buns the gorgeous lavender color, along with a hint of purple yam flavor. I'll list the product link below this video for your reference. Sieve the dry ingredients into the milk mixture to ensure there's no big lumps. Last ingredient is 1/3 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Stir everything together until it forms into a dough ball. Lightly dust a clean surface and roll your dough out. Knead the dough a few times until it's nice and smooth. Form the dough into a ball shape. The dough should be soft and not sticking to your hands. Next, line your kitchen scale with a piece of plastic wrap. Measure and weigh out 15 grams of dough. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of Matcha Powder into the 15 grams of dough. Knead it together until the matcha powder is well incorporated. Form the dough back into a ball shape. Cover with plastic wrap and let the dough rest in a warm place for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, let's prepare the dough for the rose flavored steamed buns. We will need a 1/4 cup of warm milk, 3/4 of a teaspoon of active dry yeast, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Stir well and let the mixture rest for 5 minutes. Next, add in 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil along with a 1/4 teaspoon of rose extract. Sieve in 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Add in 1/3 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. Stir the mixture together to form the dough. Knead the dough a few times until it's nice and smooth. Again, measure out 15 grams of dough and mix a 1/4 teaspoon of matcha powder together. To the main dough, add in half a teaspoon of all-natural beet food coloring. You can use a store-bought all-natural food coloring. I'll also list the link for the homemade version below this video for your reference. Knead the dough until the color is well distributed. If the dough gets too wet, add a little bit of all-purpose flour so it won't stick to your hands. When the color is well distributed, form the dough into a ball and let it rest for 30 minutes. And here's how we shape the roast buns. Roll the matcha portion of the dough into a log. This recipe makes exactly 6 buns. There will be 2 leaves for each roast, so let's divide the dough into 12 equal portions. Work with 1 piece of dough at a time. Roll each portion of the dough into a ball. Press it down flat into an oval shape. Gently shape one side of the leaf into a pointy tip to create the veins on the leaf. Use the toothpicks and gently press the indents on the leaf, one in the middle and a few on both sides. Here's how to make the rose petals for the buns. Gently knead the dough for a few times and roll it into a log. Evenly divide the dough into 18 portions. Shape each one back into a ball shape. Place the dough balls back into a bowl so they don't dry out. Work with 1 dough ball at a time. With a rolling pin, roll each dough ball into an oval shape. The dimension should be about 2 by 3 inches. Set it aside and work on the next dough. After all your doughs are rolled out, line them up one by one, slightly overlapping each other, and we will need 6 pieces. Start from one end, gently roll your dough into a log. With the dough scraper, cut the log in half right in the middle. Aren't they looking cute already? Next, dab a little water on the cut side of the rosebud. This will help the leaves stick on easily. Transfer your shaped rosebud into a parchment paper lined steamer. Here's a tip for you. Make sure you give enough space in between the rosebuds because they will expand quite a bit during the steaming process. Cover the lid and steam your buns over medium heat for 80 minutes. And that's it. Your roast steamed buns are all done. These buns are soft and tender and very delicious. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and will give this recipe a try real soon. Before you go, please remember to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be the first to know when I have another fun recipe coming up. And remember, eat, drink, and be happy. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you all next week.